Hi, I'm Gia Silva, your trusted real estate advisor here in Long Beach. And today we're going to discuss Prop 19. Prop 19, what is it? The good, the bad, the ugly? Today we're going to discuss it all. In a nutshell, Prop 19 combines what we have in place right now to help people over 55, also disaster survivors and the disabled. The current law allows you to take the lower tax base that you have in your current home, and if you're looking to purchase another one, use the same tax base. The current law allows you to take the lower tax base and move it to a new purchase. However, the new home must be worth less than the old one. You may only take advantage of this once, and the transfer can only happen between county and county. But here's the thing, the new home must be worth less than your old one. You can only take advantage of this once, and the transfer can only happen from county to county or selected counties. Prop 19 would change all of this. First, you can actually buy a pricier home, just pay the difference. 2, you can take advantage of this up to 3 times, not just once. And 3, you don't have to go county to county. You can do this throughout California. So we asked top Long Beach attorney Jennifer Sawday everything about Prop 19. Jennifer Sawday is a multi-award-winning attorney and also partner at TLD Law here in Long Beach. So let's get right into it. We asked Jennifer, where did this law come from?
Prop 19, it's interesting. When you go to Target and somebody comes at you with a clipboard and they say sign here, you're creating the props. The props are created by us. Prop 13, Prop 58, Prop 60, Prop 90, Prop 110, and now we have Prop 19. So when you sit there and think, where does this law come from? You've put it into action. You've signed it, you voted, and you said yes. So it's been created by us.
We also discussed the 2 parts of Prop 19, which Jenny refers to as the beauty and the beast.
The good and the bad, the beauty and the beast with Prop 19, right? It's got good things and bad things. So when we vote for it, we don't always understand what we're voting for. So Prop 19 has 2 things. Okay, one thing is about the base year value for buying another property in California. Okay, we'll talk about that. We'll get back to that, and that's going to be the focus. Okay. The second one is about eliminating the ability for a parent to child, or child to parent, or grandparent to grandchild, or grandchild to grandparent, property tax reassessment exclusion under Prop 13. That affects, going forward, how we deal with Prop 58 and Prop 193. It is a mixed bag. Both of those things are in the same new Prop 19. It's a good thing for the base year value transfer, but a bad thing for the parent-to-child transfer.
In a nutshell, Prop 19 combines what we have in place right now. Now, there are still some things being developed with Prop 19, so we asked Jennifer, what are these things?
So a lot of homeowners will say, oh, I'm gonna move out of state, and I have this wonderful home in Southern California, and my daughter would like to buy it. That would be a parent-child transfer. We're eliminating that ability now to do it. It has to be your primary home. And if you have an investment property and your child wants to buy it from you and keep the same property tax basis, before Prop 19, we could. There were some rules, but generally the answer was yes. Great, sell it to your kid can buy it from you, do whatever you want with that transaction, but the property taxes will not go up if you fill in the form. There's some rules, some requirements, but generally parent to child, child to parent, or grandparent to grandchild transfers were done often, and transferring properties without a sale to keep it in the family, so that the property tax basis would stay with that property for generations.
Got it. So Prop 19 would change that.
Oh, it's up, it's gone.
Got it.
It's not gone, but it's been modified to the point that people didn't understand when they voted yes on Prop 19, they were saying yes, let's expand the transfer of the base year value, but let's eliminate the ease and flexibility of Prop 13 that we were used to. The beauty and the beast.
We also asked Jennifer, in case of an inheritance, what happens then?
So what I call the beast part of Prop 19 is it has to be the parent's primary home. The assessor already knows this because you may have been selecting the box to get the homeowner's exemption on your property tax bill. When you get your bill in October or November, or you're paying the April installment now, open the bill and look at it. And it tells you on the top, on the left-hand corner, it will say exemption. If you're a veteran, it might be in there. If you're a homeowner, it might be in there. If you qualify and you don't see it, then fill out the form or call the assessor to get those exemptions. But they already know that is your primary home. So the parent has to have passed knowing that is your primary home. And then the child has to fill out a piece of form under the penalty of perjury saying that it is their primary home as well. It's tricky.
Now, let's say the property was inherited to a child. How long does the child now have to live in the home as their primary residence?
The Board of Equalization that oversees how these props and how the property taxes and works with the assessor and sets all the guidelines for us hasn't issued all the rules and regulations yet. They barely just came out with a new form. We believe when you're signing these forms under the penalty of perjury that you must have an intent to move in. You must make that your home, and that must be considered your primary residence. Your driver's license moves over, the property tax bill gets there, everything comes into that home. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. And a good attorney will tell you, I don't know, and that's okay. That's the best answer sometimes. We don't know how long we have to stay there either. And we don't know if you move into a home that was your mother's, and it's the primary home of mom, and now it's the primary home of the daughter. Are you able to take advantage of the beauty part of Prop 19 to say, hey, I'm going to move now? We don't know.
We also asked Jennifer, how many times can someone take advantage of Prop 19?
So before, you can only use it once.
That's right.
So you'd be 50, 55, 60, and you can use it once. Now you can use it up to 3 times. So it gives you that flexibility to say, oh, maybe this home isn't right for me, or I need to move back.
We also got into the process. How does someone take advantage of Prop 19?
So Prop 19 is not automatic. It doesn't just happen. A transaction has to occur. You have to fill out a form. And the form is called a reassessment exclusion. You have to submit it timely. And you have to qualify. The assessor will either send a letter or do nothing, but they have to approve of it. If they do nothing and you don't get the letter, but you get a notification back that says, oh, we're going to increase your taxes. Here is a letter saying the taxes are going up. That means that your application for a reassessment exclusion has been denied. When you get that letter, you have a time frame to call the assessor to say, wait a minute, did I submit my form wrong? Did you misunderstand? Did you not get my form? And then you also have the ability to appeal their decision. So we tell clients that the assessor sometimes makes the mistake in many transactions, almost 25% of the time. So whenever we're dealing with clients and these props come up, we remind them, if you get a thin piece of paper in the mail and you open it and it's from the assessor and you know what, it's not in English, you have to call your attorney, talk to your real estate agent, call the assessor. It is in English, but it doesn't make sense. Right. So you read it and you go, oh, what is it? Yes. Then that should be a warning to you, my property taxes may be affected. You have a duty to signal the alarm and call and get help. Sometimes they want more information. Sometimes you didn't sign the form right, or you didn't get the social security number in there. You never know. Now, they always send that warning. You get a warning. If you don't respond to the warning, then you will get a supplemental tax bill saying, you know what? You owe. And they will go back 3 to 4 years to say you should be paying. So if you get your mother's primary home and you inherit it through a trust or through probate, and the Prop 19 form has been approved, because it was her home and now it's yours, and you go to sell it, you probably will be okay.
And so to give you more clarity, we also asked what is in place before that's going to be substituted with Prop 19.
So before, it was choppy. Prop 60 and Prop 90 were about those that, so let's slow down. Prop 60 said if you bought another home, it had to be lower than what you sold yours for. And it also allowed for keeping the same base year value transfer for properties in the same county. So you bought in LA County, you sold in LA County. We can do it in the same county. Okay. That's Proposition 60. Proposition 90 was the same concept, but only in counties that allowed intra-county transfers. So you buy a home in LA County and you're going to move to Orange County. You buy a home in San Diego County and now you're going to do this. The counties had to work with each other. Not every county in California worked with each other. Okay. When you sold your home, you had to buy something smaller, not in size, but in price. And that's hard.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you would sell and then get something smaller size-wise, but it was more expensive because of the location. Prop 19 combines all of that. It makes it statewide, any county. You can buy something less expensive, or you could buy something more expensive. If you buy something more expensive, the website for the assessor has a calculation on what the new property taxes will be, but it's based on the same formula as was used to the prior transfer. This is effective for sales and purchases after April 1st, 2021.
So to wrap this up, we went over Prop 19, the beauty, the beast, the things that are still being cleaned up and developed.
You know, these are such good questions, and it's hard to educate everyone. There's a couple things I want you to take away from this. When you go to Target and they ask you to sign, don't sign. Because almost everything that you sign, we don't understand the implications and everything. And I know I shouldn't be saying this, but I'm going to say it anyway. We all voted yes on Prop 19 because it said back in October when the commercials ran and we were talking about the presidential election and then all this, we were in the middle of the wildfire season, right? We had wildfires everywhere. Yeah. It was crazy this year, right? So there was an image that came up that said, vote yes on Prop 19 to save your firefighters. And there was this gorgeous firefighter standing there with a cat. Right, rescuing the cat. He needs more money. Yes, he does. Of course he does. But Prop 19 isn't the right answer for that, especially on the bad side. We want the ability for parents and children to be able to keep the property tax bases, or if we need to use that as a source of revenue, it should have been more carefully thought out, and voters should have understood what they were voting for. And maybe that prop should have been split into two. These laws are constantly changing. So just because we vote yes on Prop 19, what we voted for may not be what we see. So always do your homework. Talk to your real estate agent, talk to escrow, talk to title, and then talk to your attorney if you have one. Talk to your CPA, get your professionals in, do your homework. And then if you're still worried, call the assessor and tell them exactly what the transaction is that you're coming in. They won't ask your name. They won't ask who it's for. They're not gonna write down and come after you, but they will tell you. Each assessor in terms of the LA and Orange County and the other counties around here treat transactions slightly differently. So it's important that you talk to the assessors to find out how they would look at your transaction.
Okay. So as you're thinking of taking advantage of Prop 19, here's what Jennifer's best advice is for you.
So if you're watching this video and you're going, wow, does this apply to me? The best advice that I have for you is to go to the assessor's website. And they put out as much information as they can, and you start reading. The assessor is actually very friendly. They are not like the IRS or the tax people. If you call them or you walk in and put your mask on, they will talk to you. They're here to help you. They're actually very friendly in terms of being a government office.
And that's everything you need to know about Prop 19. So if you've been thinking about taking advantage of Prop 19, or if you should, or perhaps you're a child who has inherited a property and would like to know how to go about taking advantage of Prop 19, let's talk. I would love to help. So if you found this video informative, don't forget to like, comment below, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. I'll see you next time.